Who is climbing? Who is falling? And who just flat out stinks?
Some of y'all football sucks.
This is the Big 12 Power Poll with Jake and Ben on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Jake and Ben, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Want to remind you can win big every Wednesday on the station with Win Ticket Wednesday. This week, you can win tickets to go see Nate Bargatze on the Big Dumb Eyes Tour at the Delta Center. Listen to the KSL Sports Zone all day on Wednesday for your chance to win. He's some sort of comedian.
Yeah, he's funny.
You going?
Family man. I don't think so.
Have you seen him before?
Not live. I've watched a couple of his specials. He's funny.
Time for the Big 12 Power Poll, where we rank all 16 teams in the Big 12 from bottom to top. Where do you want to start today, Christian?
Look at this, guys. Oklahoma State. Still number 16. I think they've been there all year.
They've not won a Big 12 game in 2 years. They are 1-10. They will face Iowa State, which will be another loss. Back-to-back winless years in the Big 12. True disaster program right now.
Remember when they were 3-0 playing Utah for conference dominance?
And we thought, this is it. These are the two future powers, the Big 12, showing up early. And
no.
It feels like they fired Mike Gundy forever ago.
Yeah.
Wonder what he's doing now.
He was talking about the hockey team, but it seemed like at the time he was talking about the hockey team, he was making fun of the football team because he said this is a hockey school now. I can't remember exactly what he said, but yeah, it certainly wasn't. It wasn't a glowing endorsement of the football team. It didn't feel like to me. So,
or he was complaining about Dan Lanning having $40 million or
having too
whatever
much money.
it was.
He doesn't have any money. So, yeah, we'll see what they do in the offseason. And again, because of the transfer portal, you can turn things around quickly. So, but yeah, Isaac Wilson's greatest accomplishment might be putting an end to the Lincoln Riley, or not the Lincoln Riley, the Mike Gundy era in Oklahoma State. He started the snowball falling down the hill.
Next.
Number 15, Colorado.
Also a disaster year. Probably gets a pass because of a little bit of what they did last season and because of what they lost. But, okay, why'd you lose everything and not retool at all?
That standard doesn't apply to Dion.
In what way? That you lose everything?
They're never going to fire Dion. Their athletic budget, fundraising, or whatever, what do you think it was the day Dion got to town? 10 times what it was before?
Yeah, it was $8 before that, and then it was, in the millions before, or after.
They're just not going to, they're not going to walk away from that. There's no way. And Dion knows that, so he's going to leave that job when he chooses. Because he's just worth too much to the program financially. He just is.
It is so strange. And what's funny is 3-8 at this point, if you were to remove Dion's sheen from the program, this is normal. This is exactly what we expect from Colorado.
They'd be talking about moving on from this coach to the next one, but they don't.
But here's the thing, I'm not even, what we're saying is like, this is probably par for the course this is who Colorado should be, probably.
I actually put them not in the same category as USC, but more in that I think you can win at Colorado.
I think
they
can.
have national championships in their history, and Boulder is cool.
It is a cool town.
I think you can win at Colorado. They've hired a cavalcade of bozos. And you know what? Dion is what he is, but I'm not convinced he's a good coach.
No, of course not. But this is what they have been for the better part of the last 20 years. And if you're okay with that, which they've shown, they'll replace the coaches every 3 years when this is what they all do. But maybe your record says what you are. At least Dion brings some excitement to the program. To your point, they just say, hey, we can be bad and boring or bad and exciting. Might as well be bad and exciting.
I mean, if you look back, the last half-decent coach they really had was Rick Neuheisel, who is not a great coach by any means, but a good coach, and they won. I don't think they won the national title, but they were churning out 10-win seasons.
I think you are sleeping on Mel Tucker, the legend
and
in Colorado.
And McIntyre, whatever, had one good season. I mean, none of that counts.
No, and Mel Tucker proved to be a bozo. They couldn't fire him quick enough.
But when Gary Barnett, that was the dude's name, right? When he was there, they were rolling.
Yeah, they were.
And he was a good coach.
That was 25 years ago.
It was, but I think you can. But I think you can win at Colorado. I mean, there's got to be money there.
I don't know if there is. There's excitement for Dion. So to your point, you're right. They're not going to get rid of Dion.
Next,
number 14, Kansas.
5 and 6. They've got to win this weekend to beat Utah on senior night to get to a bowl game, which is a little dangerous for Utah, but they just got crushed by Iowa State 38-14.
Kansas is Kansas. All that money's going to basketball.
Yep.
Next.
Number 13, Central Florida.
The best 5 and 6 team of all time? Or no, I should say maybe the worst 5 and 6 team of all time. The worst 5 and 6 team of all time. Yes, they just squeaked past Colorado 17-14. You say 5 and 6, that's pretty respectable for Central Florida. They're 2 and 6 in conference now. They've been bad all year.
They beat Oklahoma State 17-14.
Oh, I put Colorado. I apologize.
Yeah, we thought they were going to win that one.
And they did.
And they did. Next.
They
Number
play
12.
BYU this weekend, by the way.
Number 12, West Virginia.
Coming off a bye, 4-7. You and I both liked moments from their season.
Best 4-7 team of all
That might
time?
be the best 4-7 team of all time.
Yeah, Rich Rod can coach. Coming back to that. And I think you can win at West Virginia, too. They just have to get the right recipe. And Rich Rod's won there before. I see no reason why he can't win there again. Now, I don't know if he's going to be rattling off conference titles per se, but he was at the top of the Big East every year when he coached there before. He
They
can
do have
that again.
They do have a chance to do the funniest
Near the
thing this
top.
weekend. At home against Texas Tech. Texas Tech looking forward to the conference championship game, overlooking a West Virginia team that is playing much better lately. And if West Virginia could get that win, that would certainly throw a wrench into the college football playoff rankings, the college football playoff overall, and of course the Big 12 title game.
Next.
Number 11, Baylor.
Big changes coming at Baylor, I would expect.
No, Dave Aranda's coming back.
Is that they've already announced?
Yep.
It's a huge mistake. Get ready for another 5-7, 6-6 season.
The AD departing,
Probably saved his job.
that's basically the reporting coming out of Baylor, is that the AD, they have to find the AD before they're going to find a football coach, and they're not going to rush the AD hire just to find the next football coach. So Dave Aranda, they've already said he's coming back
Could
next year.
always be worse. Whatever team you have, you could always be the Baylor Bears. Whose athletic director is on the field yelling at the star tight end transfer, so he gets fired. He has to step down from the college football playoff committee. And as a result of that instability, you can't fire your coach who's no good.
I think there's more to the story than just yelling at the player.
Of course, yeah, there's definitely more to the coach there.
I
More of
think
the story.
there's stuff they're trying not to. In fact, I think they don't hate it that people assume it was because of the player. Mm-hmm. There's more to that story than why he stepped down than that.
They play Houston this weekend with a chance to go to a bowl game.
Next.
Number 10, Kansas State.
Remember Dave Aranda's We Pay Players t-shirts? That didn't work out very well. 5-6 Kansas State just lost to Utah 51-47. That was a fun game.
Yeah, it was wild.
They played great. If they played that way all year, they would have a lot more than 5 wins.
Kansas State's not inept.
Be really curious what they do this offseason.
Well, they shouldn't change their coach because I think they
No,
have,
he's
I
a
think
good coach.
They do have a good coach, and there's some people in Manhattan that are a little grumpy, but I think he's pretty good. I think
Should they do something different at quarterback? Avery Johnson's only a junior.
no.
You think they should bring him back?
I think they should bring him back and surround him with players and use him correctly. We had our guy on who last week who covered Kansas State, and he kind of threw the rest of the team under the bus, which I don't know, might be fair, might be not. But Avery Johnson is good enough to win college football games at Kansas State.
He is.
I think that. So, and I think Kleiman can. I mean, he obviously can scheme up a game, and his players have done anything but quit on him. I mean,
Can you give a hot take?
I don't know about you, but I don't think that Kansas State team looked to me like a team that's quit on their coach.
I think Avery Johnson might be the James Harden of college football quarterbacks. The numbers are great. Kind of always saying, yeah, you just got to surround him with the right guys. Why is it always the other guys you got to surround him with? Why is it always everybody else? What's going on here?
I would put him more in the category of like an Anthony Richardson, where the physical part is so tempting.
It
You're
is.
like,
Yeah, it certainly
you're
is.
like, this guy can run like the dang wind,
Yep,
and
he
he's
can.
pretty big, and he can throw okay. I think
Okay
it's
is a key word.
Right, but I think it's easy to fall in love with that.
Yeah.
I think Anthony Richardson went, what, 10th or whatever it was?
Yeah, it was a horrible pick.
He could. I'd pick Avery.
yeah.
I'd pick Avery Johnson as a thrower over Anthony Richardson.
Would you?
Yeah,
I don't know if I would.
watch Anthony Richardson for 10 minutes.
Yeah, right. He's not an NFL player.
Even when he
Yeah,
beat.
neither is Avery Johnson.
Even when he beat the Utes. Yeah, but nobody's making that argument. Anyway, not to get lost in
neither
it.
here nor
But
there.
I think Avery Johnson's perfectly good enough to win his senior year. But they got to figure out their scheme and who to put around him. Next.
Number 9, TCU. Excuse me, Houston. They lost to TCU.
Lost 2 of their last 3. Absolutely choked down the stretch. Probably this is probably more accurate to who they actually are. They had a very soft schedule throughout the season. They missed most good teams. They lost to TCU 17-14.
Fritz has grown as a program. It's a good season.
8 wins is great. Again, to the point where, yes, they had a chance to make the Big 12 title game. They blew it. This is a huge step in the right direction.
Next.
Number 8, Iowa State.
This is what they do every year. They're going to beat Cincinnati this weekend, I would think. Or, Oklahoma State this weekend. They will definitely beat Oklahoma State. 8-4 is a very productive season.
Yeah, I think it could have been better if they didn't have some injuries.
And they were in the conference championship game last year, so I'm sure they feel like this is a bit of a step backwards, but they can always justify it by saying, at least we're not Baylor.
Which they're not.
Which they're not. Yeah, they're better than that.
Next.
Number 7, TCU.
Probably could have had Iowa State ahead of TCU. It might have been my fault. I think you guys both did. No, we all had them behind. Beat Houston 17-14. Not inspiring. They did not look good against BYU. It's fine. It's better. Again, I hate to use this as a baseline. It's better than Baylor. That might be what a lot of these athletic directors are saying.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but TCU's offense has to get better.
Yeah.
Their offense kind of let them down this year. Now, Houston's a good defensive team, but only put up 17 as an air raid team. What are you doing?
No, there was an argument that TCU's quarterback was the best in the conference coming back. So, yeah, not very good.
Next.
Number 6, Cincinnati.
A better performance against BYU than I expected.
Well, they have a good quarterback.
Sorsby's pretty good. He's going to get a chance to play on Sundays. Gets the ball out quickly. He's pretty mobile.
It's an equalizer,
Yeah.
and he played well against, and he played pretty well. I shouldn't, overstate it, but he played well against BYU.
Two
against
bad
a
turnovers.
really good defense.
Well, one of them was a turnover on downs, but then the wide receiver deciding to throw the ball on the ground as he was getting tackled was an interesting decision, and 3 missed field goals could have changed that game, but BYU put them in situations where they had to make tough plays that they aren't capable of making, and that's a credit to BYU.
Next.
Number 5, Arizona State.
It is funny that 4 of the top 5 teams on this list are teams that came from outside the Big 12 not too long ago. Starting with Arizona State at 8-3, beat Colorado 42-17. They've got the rivalry game against Arizona this weekend.
Well, the creme de la creme of the Big 12 wasn't left.
That's
It's
true.
not like the rest of these teams were finishing at the top of the Big 12 before.
That's true.
I mean, occasionally Iowa State would drop out of nowhere, but
they
it's
didn't
not
come
like...
in and displace anybody.
No.
They filled a void left by Oklahoma and Texas.
And probably not on the same level as Oklahoma and Texas.
Agreed.
And that's the PR problem that they actually
No,
face.
that's a really good point. Arizona State beat Colorado, Arizona this weekend.
Next.
Number 4, Arizona.
Beat Baylor 41-17. They play Arizona State this weekend. Really good year. 8-3 is a really good year.
I think they probably beat the Devils.
That's a fun game. Arizona State, again, has their backup quarterback, but it's a fun game.
Yeah, dilly-dilly will have them ready to play. But I think Arizona, I don't think last year was an accurate representation of where Arizona is at a football program. I think Jed Fish leaving threw him for a loop, but I think they replaced him with a good coach in Brennan. So I'm not totally shocked that they're among the better teams in the league, but it took a minute.
Noah Fafita, 2,900 yards, 25 touchdowns, 6 interceptions this season. He's playing great.
Next.
Number 3, Utah.
Or, excuse me, 5 interceptions this year, 2,600 yards. He's almost exactly back to the player he was as a sophomore, or as a freshman, excuse me. Utah beat Kansas State in the least wit way we've ever seen. 51-47 was the full transformation of Utah into something different in the Kyle Whittingham era. It was kind of fitting if that was his last game at Rice Eccles.
Yeah, I think it was willed to victory. The defense really has to recover. I don't think that's an accurate representation of the defense.
It better not be.
But to get run over like that is pretty wild. I don't think they'll get run over like that against Kansas.
Like that?
But
Like that? Like that?
I would anticipate them beating Kansas.
Yeah, they should.
Next.
Number 2, BYU.
10-1, beat Cincinnati, closed the regular season against Central Florida, set themselves up to be exactly where they wanted to be.
It's a great season for BYU. To do it with a freshman quarterback is nothing short of remarkable.
Yep.
And to have a chance to play their way into the playoff, I think is pretty cool. I do think only one Big 12 team's getting in. So,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think it's win or go. I almost said win or go home. I guess they go into a bowl game
game.
of
And a
some
good bowl
sort.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I think they're going to have that as long as they get off the bus against Central Florida, which I guess I would expect.
Yeah, it's a given. They're playing at home. They don't even have to get off the bus.
Well, they take a bus from the hotel to the stadium.
They should walk.
All right, next.
Still number 1, Texas Tech.
I don't like that they had a bye this late in the year.
I love David James' idea of putting BYU Utah on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving and giving them a bye in that week.
Okay.
The week before. Like if you're going to have a November bye, play your biggest rivalry the Wednesday before Thanksgiving and have a bye going into it. I heard David talking about that today. I thought that was pretty brilliant. Because having Texas Tech have a bye now, it just makes absolutely no sense.
Agreed.
I would guess that the coach would say, give me a bye in early November.
Yeah.
Like a bye in late November doesn't even do you any good. You've
Though
got a bye week going into West Virginia. Thanks for that.
I do think this is an advantage for Texas Tech, though, because, you got a week of not having your players out there getting beat up while Chase Roberts was getting beat up. If you're at all healthy going into that bye week, you get to avoid a week of potential injuries. So I think this is going to be an advantage this late in the year for Texas Tech against BYU in the conference championship game next week.
Review.
Top 10, Kansas State. Number 9, Houston. Number 8, Iowa State. Number 7, TCU. Number 6, Cincinnati. Number 5, Arizona State. Number 4, Arizona. Number 3, Utah. Number 2, BYU. And number 1, Texas Tech.
All right, we're going to talk to our friend Brent Myers, interim coach at Weber State, coming up next. They're coming off a big-time win over Northern Arizona. We'll get to that straight ahead on the Jake and Ben Show, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.